Welcome to the Slick Talk Podcast, where we have conversation that needs to be conversed. I'm your host, Rodney Griffin Jr., alongside
your co-host Most. What's going on, everybody, man?
Man, I hope everybody's doing good today, man. For one. For two, welcome home, Bobby Smurder.
Definitely welcome home, man.
No need to say free Bobby anymore, because now Bobby is free. So I'm happy he's doing okay, man. I remember sophomore year, as soon as everybody said something involving a week ago in their sentence, all you saw was
Like a week ago.
I hate not have room. I hate not have room to do it. But yeah, man, I'm glad Bobby's free, man. Live life. Don't even worry about making music just yet. Don't even worry about doing anything just yet. But living life. Smell the air of freedom. That's all I need you to do, brother. So, yeah, meanwhile, enjoy yourself. Now, first of all, how you been, Sam?
I'm good, baby. Man. How you been? How you doing?
I'm good. Trying to see what the hell's going on with the static. There we go. All right, cool. Like, it's goddamn static. But, yeah, I've been doing good, man. You know, grow up the glow, working on that as usual. Just chilling.
All right.
Yeah,
about the master plan, I see.
Of course not. Shoot, I've been that and just enjoying the vibes, man. Enjoying the vibes. We gonna get to energy and stuff soon. I promise you that. But in the meantime, since I brought Bobby, like let's start with a little bit of hip hop culture real quick, man. We gotta talk about this because this happened last week, and I hated that we couldn't. Oh yeah, by the way, my apologies to y'all for we haven't been consistent lately. I had the pink eye last week. Long story, I had the pink eye. A friend of mine was egging me to finally get out of the house. Finally did, went to the mall. Didn't even buy nothing. Was trying to. So we ended up sitting down and eating. The dog. Yeah, so I ended up sitting down and eating.
Right.
And I think the area that I sat down and ate at had like some pink eye type mist or something. I don't know. But I ended up having it. So,
probably was just allergies.
I don't even know what I'm allergic to.
Nah, it could have been just in the air.
Well, look. One of the symptoms when it comes to having a pink eye is that crust in your eye. That crust was ridiculous.
Right.
But I'm okay now. And in case
eye drop.
I rather that than COVID. But just in case, I quarantined in my house for about 14 days. This is day number 15. So I ain't going nowhere else. But yeah, so we here now. And I definitely want to be more consistent for you guys. Cause I got a lot of plans for this YouTube channel. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, now we gotta talk about this. This happened last week. Meek Mill's Kobe line. For those who don't know, Meek said a line involving Kobe. Let me look it up now so I can quote it right. I think it was a snippet. It was a snippet leaked from, I don't know if it was from Meek or who he was doing the feature with. But I hear the line. This chick I'm begging always tell me that she loves me, but she doesn't even show me. And yeah, if I even lack, I'm going out with a chopper. It'll be another Kobe. Now, how do you feel about that line? What?
My bad, bro.
What, was that a bad way of asking that?
No, not a bad way. Not a bad way. But I swear to Jesus, I thought we were talking about a whole other Meek Mill situation. But okay.
Are you talking about 6ix9ine?
Yeah.
Look, hey man, look. Ain't no 6ix9ine mention going on this show. I'm sorry. That's too much trolling to deal with, man. I just can't. We already tried the Slick Talk podcast, and then it got worse and worse. So not the Slick Talk, the Stuff Talk session. But look, we might.
I got you.
We might add our 2 cents in like after. But so did you hear about this Kobe line?
Yeah.
All right. So how do you feel about that and the situation overall?
It's crazy on how everybody just reacting to it. Probably because it's crazy. It's crazy because it's like it probably somewhere they probably got a nip line or something like that. But hey, it's
well look.
It's funny to me because I really want to laugh, but it's not really funny.
Right. I hate every time there's something that involves tragedy, we laugh somehow.
No, because it's not about the tragedy.
No, I get what you're saying though.
It's about like, okay, bro, we heard some wild lines.
Yeah.
Before.
Oh, that's what I wanted to bring.
We definitely heard some wild lines before.
Look, you're talking to a battle rap fan. If only knew how many times I've heard Aaliyah bars. I've heard we've heard Lynn Byers bars. We've heard Malcolm X and Martin Luther King bars. Biggie and Pac bars. Like all the we've heard death tragedy bars under the sun. Even with like Oscar Grant to the Trayvon Martin. So we've heard these for decades and decades in hip hop. I think for me, it's like because there's certain deaths that hits you a little too hard. And we're at the point where like, I don't know what's going on with this headphone. And I think we're at the point where cause I tweeted out once, I was like, yo, I think Kobe lines at this point are off limits. And Kobe Chopper.
No, hold on. Man. Why would you feel as though it's that?
Well, I think because one, we're in the sense
what makes Kobe off limits?
Well, because I feel like we're in the sense of not Kobe as like a reference, but the Kobe's death, like how he died with the chopper. Kobe and Chopper shouldn't even be in the same sentence at this point. And I think that's because like one, we're in a sensitive time, and two, that death hit a little too hard for a lot of people, including me.
Yeah, it still
stings to see it.
It's hard for me too.
Like hell, I think Kobe and Gigi Day just happened yesterday, 2/24. I think that's a day. Like they cared a lot of days to Kobe. Like, hey, what? Hey,
all I know is
it's too many holidays to keep up with.
All I know is when it happened and birthdays. That's all I know. And these other holidays y'all coming up with, it's cool, but hey, I don't know.
But look, my thing is like, cause at the end of the day, I don't think Kobe, I don't think Meek meant any harm. Man, I think that was somewhat of respect, but at the same time, it's like certain things you should just leave it alone. And even when like you hear it, especially now, it's hard to be like, do I give it a pass or not? Like, cause I remember actually a month after a battle drop, and the battle event happened on March the 1st last year, and Kobe passed like late January, and dudes said a line like, "Yo, shooting like Kobe, but I never let my chopper down." And my reaction was like, I don't know, man.
And then I was just about to
like
that, bro. So you really think
like it's
and really in battle rap, like man, you think they gonna just sit there aside?
Not even the crowd was like they didn't know whether to react to it, because it was a good line, but at the same time, it's like too soon. That was way too soon. That line at the time was fresh, but at the same time, it's like you don't know whether or not it's even you're being disrespectful to like the line now, cause like. For me, death has been hitting different for me lately. Like, I don't know why, but it just started hitting really different for me lately. Like, unless it's like a clear sign of respect on what you're doing with that line, sometimes it's just best to leave it alone. Like, sometimes you do actions where you have good intentions, but at the same time, it's like just the act alone is bad. So sometimes you might as well just leave the situation alone. I remember I did like a session on Snapchat talking about like an altercation that happened at our prom, and people wanted me to do it because like that was my thing back about my senior year of high school, and all I was gonna do is just make jokes about it, saying like we was dressed up like the Love and Hip Hop reunion cast, and they actually ended up turning into a Love and Hip Hop reunion setting for a second. Like that was a joke I had, but I did my best to leave out names, especially because like one of the people that was involved in it. She was a close friend of mine, so I was trying to leave out names. I was trying not to judge people. I was doing making jokes, but saying, "Yo, at the end of the day, that was a little messed up. Like, I wish we would have did better." 'Cause at the end of the day, I want all beefs to be squashed, but the people that was involved in was like, "Yo, Rod, that wasn't cool. We appreciate you not saying names, but just you doing it overall, which is bad." And I was like, "You know, you're right, because the last thing you want to do is hurt anybody, because not everybody understands." How hip hop works. Sometimes you just doing a reference, to what you're saying. It's not like you just saying you going out like Kobe, or or like anything that involved, because I don't want to think bad as far as like how he could have used a reference in a disrespectful way. I don't want to think that far, but at the same time, sometimes people don't understand how we use references. Just you saying the bar involving Kobe the Chopper, like the way he died in the reference, it sounds bad to certain people. Vanessa Bryant, I don't think she really is into hip hop for real. And that hurt my heart when she wrote. I was like, please don't tell me. Please do not let her find out about this line. And she found out about the line. I was like, no. And I'm glad he apologized for behind the scenes. Like, but it's like there's certain things you just need to leave alone. There's certain things you need to leave alone. There's certain lines you shouldn't cross. Only time you should say like a Kobe line is out of respect. And I think he tried, but it could have been better. But sometimes you just need to leave that alone. What? Give me your thoughts. Come on, talk to me.
If people feel it though like that, but hey man, it's
you think you're hard on this. You don't know what to say.
I really don't, because I really don't want to offend nobody.
Right. Look,
because it's like it's
the subject is sensitive enough.
And it really isn't.
Well, it depends on who's listening.
The thing is this, man. It's facts. It's facts.
Yeah.
If it happened, it happened. Mm-hmm. We hate to see. We hate that it did happen.
What, as far as Kobe passing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kobe passing.
Well, yeah. That's when all hell broke loose after Kobe passed. Actually.
But we just go to put facts with facts. Mm-hmm. He died in the helicopter. So
that's easy to flip into like I'm going.
You can say anything you want with it. It happened.
Yeah, like, but sometimes
you can say anything.
Sometimes it's the way you use it is just bad.
And then he really did well. Like I said, he didn't even say it in a wrongful manner.
Right.
Because he really said it in an empowering manner.
Right.
I'm not gonna be taken out. So I'm going to have to die with my child. Right. But that's what he...
You and I get the line.
Yeah.
Not everybody understands. Just the thought of hearing...
But then again, I thought about it too.
Right.
People boasted it up so much. Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure that song or that single didn't even go platinum yet.
No, it's not even out yet. It's a snippet.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
And he might take the line out of the song. Who knows? But I
then again, if he would have put it out, it would have just been that. Like
worse. Yeah.
It wouldn't have been worse, y'all. What it would have been? It would have just been a song.
Yeah, but look, at the end of the day, people will only care about the worst part. But it's not a bad line, but it just don't make sense.
And see, because like this was going on.
Go ahead.
That's how beef starts right there.
Yes.
People exaggerate these bars and be like, "Yo, man, you heard what old boy said about you, man? I think it's about you,
right?
Man, what you mean?
Oh, just people building up, making it sound bigger than it actually is, or
that too, and that's just how it spreads. It's like I'm pretty sure if he didn't put the snippet out and the song would have came out, nobody probably would have cared that he even said it. People probably would have. See, that's what I'm saying. It's like, if you just do it, some people probably just like, but you gave them a chance to think.
Right. So
now, like, I don't know if it's a good idea to something like that. But basically I'm just saying, okay, if I give you a choice out of a blue bottle or a yellow bottle, you are cool with the choice. But if I just gave you the yellow bottle, you know what I mean? You just forced with that. You just forced with the yellow bottle.
Right.
You have, like, you know what I mean? It's like, what I'm saying is, what can you have done if you would have just put the song out? It's either you would have just gonna say it was a hard line.
Probably delete it. Hey, there's always so much you can do, man.
And you,
a lot of people don't.
what I'm saying is, you would delete the song if it was a hard song just because it said I'm going.
Well, they probably might edit and make a remix
like,
or something. Who knows? Look, like it's only so much.
That's
I don't know
the
the music business for real. So I can't really tell you how he would have reacted or how they would have handled that song if it would have came out. But like, either way, one, thank God it was at least the snippets and he had the chance to take it out or not. But at the end of the day, it's like you got some people that don't understand like how hip hop is and how bars all work like how we do. Like I remember if you're a battle rap fan, you know what I'm about to reference. I remember Tay Rock.
I'm glad that this is going to actually kind of go into the next subject that you want to talk about.
I got. We don't see.
It does.
Because I want to see how you're gonna flip that once you said that.
Before we even get into this, now that I want to think about it and talk about it, athletes.
Mm-hmm. Wait, well, we're not about to get there yet.
No. Kobe is an athlete.
And
we praised him for being an athlete.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, to before we get on to the next subject, people aren't like athletes get love like no other.
Yeah.
No one else gets that type of love.
Depending on the stature too, some people that don't even watch sports give them love and respect. Hey, my mom know who Kobe is. She don't even watch basketball.
And I know a guy that just likes LeBron.
Right.
Not just because how he plays ball, it's just how he perceives himself as a man.
Right.
And he likes that, like, you know what I mean. And you know what? And I can respect that. And can't say nothing wrong with that.
It's hard not to. The man opened a freaking school. But continue. I'm sorry. Continue. I don't want to.
I know somebody. I know somebody over there. I don't know this man, but I know a black man that opened an all-black school.
Shout out to him.
For sure, you know what I mean? Or he's trying to get it on or whatever. So, like I said, I'm not trying to the black professor guy that always on the that's all.
Dr. Omar?
Yeah, him.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that.
You see what I'm saying?
But all right, look, now that's what I was saying because
but anyway,
the reference about there was one time on Twitter. If you watch Tay Rock versus Hollow, right?
Yeah.
All right. So in Rock's first round, he had an Ariana Grande Manchester line. A year later, some Ariana Grande fans found out about it through Genius, and they went off. They tried to destroy Tay Rock, and some of the battle rap fans tried to defend him. And obviously they didn't understand the bar. They just know you just said something about the Manchester bombing situation. Honestly, that's a pretty traumatic thing to think of because a lot of people suffered through that, and some families lost some family members from that. We always hear bars about 9/11, and you can understand why some people could be upset about the 9/11 reference or Manchester reference. Like I had a conversation with someone about I wasn't gonna put my 2 cents in about the situation until someone tried to profile one of the fans, and he was saying that she make more money than he does on the corner selling crack. I'm like, he don't even have a profile picture. How do you know that? His profile picture is just something random that has nothing to do with him or his face. How do you know that? That's why I started to step in. And then I just made a joke saying, if they're going crazy about this, I'm glad Rock didn't say a Beyonce line. Because you know Beehives go hard. And then one of the fans was like, yo, how could you allow this? I'm like, yo, before I could even say anything, you just don't understand this. So I don't know what to say to you. And she was like, all right, let me hear. So I broke down the line to her and tried to tell her, like, well, you think that's not how it is. She just didn't, she understood whether she agreed or disagreed with the bar being used. She understand why the line was said and what the line meant. It wasn't anything to disrespect Manchester, but I told her, she was like, yeah, I hope you understand why we're in an uproar about this. I'm like, hell yeah. If somebody made a reference about a dead relative of mine in a tragedy, I don't know how to feel.
So check it.
Go ahead.
Who's from what's his name? What's his name? Who's from Flint, Michigan? Who's from Michigan?
From Flint, Michigan?
Who's from Michigan? Who's from Michigan? From
I can name plenty, buddy. You got Calico.
Him.
You got
Calico. But I'm pretty sure somebody went against Calico and said something about Flint, Michigan water.
Oh yeah.
How many people
Dog, you know
been devastated?
Dog, that was a current event trending bar for like a year.
But till this day, they don't have water. And like I said, how many people have been suffering through that?
Yeah,
and we still say it?
We still need to figure out what's wrong with that one. We still need to
figure out But this is what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, when it comes to rappers don't even get this type of love. You know what I mean?
Right.
Athletes get this type of I'm gonna say city athletes because I'm like I'm gonna say like whatever team that you are drafted to, they give you love.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
They will show
LA
you.
treat Kobe like he's
and
from
this
there.
is what I'm saying. And we did that. And now what I'm saying is, we love Kobe so much that we're putting
on him on like a crazy pedestal.
It's not even a crazy pedestal. Like if it's not basketball, then yeah,
right.
Because crazy.
There gonna be some streets named after him. I guarantee it. Which I don't mind at all. I would love to see that. But there's definitely gonna be some streets named after him.
Not saying that
one in Cali, one in Philly.
Not saying that he didn't have his organization that give back. But then that every basketball player does.
Right. Shoot, I think Jordan just did one too. Like etc. But
see what I'm saying? They all give back. So
I think especially for Meek now, because Meek, oh Lord, he's like public enemy number one on social
How many
media.
times they say something about that Boston basketball player that just got drafted.
Lynn Bias.
There you go.
Dog. Chilla's from Boston. He's had Lynn Bias bars plenty of times. The Boston rookie OD, but they said the Lynn's Bias. Like that's nuts. But that's what I was saying. We've heard so many. So I can understand why Meek thought it would have been cool, especially if you understand the bar. It would be somewhat respect. The intention would sound like somewhat respect, but sometimes it's like certain lines. It's just, especially how recent it is. It's like it. We live, and I don't want to say it like this because it's not. I don't want to call it an anniversary, but Kobe's passing anniversary just passed. Like a year, like Kobe, Pop Smoke. Like I think Nipsey about to be like 3 years.
But the thing is this. Okay, if you say something about Pop Smoke, it's not gonna go.
Oh, like how Kobe was.
It's not gonna go. Like I said,
nigga, Method Man had a Pop Smoke line.
It's not that. I'm talking about even that if somebody come out dissing Pop Smoke, it's not gonna even be like that.
Oh no. If you diss him like Pop Smoke, like that's different.
And it's still
if Meek would have dissed Kobe, that would have been way worse than like the line.
Then it's still like, you know what I'm saying. It's still, and then what I'm saying, us talking about him talking about Kobe has this much. If somebody came out dissing, let's say a Pop Smoke or who else recently died or anybody that recently died, man. The Kobe situation is gonna still be bigger than whoever they talking about.
Chadwick Boseman.
What you mean?
He's someone that died recently.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Either way,
I get what you're saying.
You know what I mean?
There's plenty of people, legends that passed. Like it's somebody to keep up with. I don't want to think about the deceased right now. R.I.P.
But I was just saying. I was just saying.
Debo passed.
No. What I'm saying is for people that are in a certain portray a certain lifestyle or something like that or whatever. But like I said, you can't do that in basketball. Like I said, it's like more of a role model role.
Oh, hell yeah.
But still, and again, what I'm saying,
especially when you were at a spotlight type tier that Kobe was.
And like I said,
Kobe had a decade.
Like I said, and it's gonna trickle over. It's gonna trickle over. But like I said, a pedestal beyond basketball.
Right.
This is what we're doing. This is, and you can't say we're not. We're putting a pedestal beyond basketball. If it's okay, he damn near the highest on the pedestal of mine in basketball.
Right.
But other than that, I don't really know the guy.
Oh, compared to like, I'm not about to go there. But no, I just wanted to ask, like, people put Jordan at there, some people put LeBron there, some people put
They're all that old.
Irving, Magic, etc. But what was it?
Oh, but you know they're. If you saying their names, that means they built their own pedestal. But that's what I mean. Like so, the pedestal.
Jordan got a shoe.
Everybody got shoes.
No, but he set the trend.
I ain't gonna say all that, but yeah.
Like they're called tennis shoes for a reason. He turned them into basketball shoes.
Converse was first, but
I'm saying like his own shoe. Converse was just Converse. Everybody had to wear them.
Not really.
He started the trend.
They had Chinese, they had Magic, they had Bird.
Right.
Their own,
but no, they all wore, like, if you remember the commercial, like the stuff, like they would talk, and I think Larry Bird won MVP that year when the commercial came out. Like if you saw a documentary, and then Jordan was the first one, he was getting fined for these because you can only wear Converse.
Yeah. Well, it had to be a team colored shoe, and it had I don't know.
Hey, look, that's a lot.
So they do have a Nike documentary, right?
No, that was in The Last Dance.
Oh, okay.
They talked about in The Last Dance. I'm so mad that we didn't get a chance to talk about that last year too. I would have loved to talk about that documentary. But yeah, overall, man, look, I think Meek meant well. It just the line just was like the reference was a sensitive subject. I think Kobe and Chopper bars, at least for a while, is going to be off limits. Maybe as time passes, one day, who knows? Like,
and you don't feel as though that's childish at all?
What do you mean?
Just saying that it's just nobody
off limits?
Yeah.
Hey man, look, Kobe still stings, man. Seeing Kobe on my TL still somewhat stings. Like, there's people that are hurt from this some more than others. It's like, hell, we still having a hard time believing that he's gone. I can understand the backlash. Even though I get the bar, I can understand the backlash. So like, hey man, I guess Kobe line's off limits. There's only so much you can do.
Nah, I feel you. You doing what you can.
There's only so much you can do.
For the ones that you want.
Yeah. Like, you better talk about Kobe getting 60 in his last game. But yeah, so that I think that's all we got for that subject. So yeah, so I would love to see how you're gonna flip this to like our next subject. So like next subject. See y'all on the other side. You want to go to break or you want to just go straight to it?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what means.
Straight to it.
All right, cool.
Yes.
Next subject then.